Okay, so an oscillator has a Q factor of 34 and a period of 0.8. Calculate the ratio, right? This is like just like an IB question, so let's do this. So the formula we're using is this. So Q factor is 2 pi resonant frequency and then this factor, right? So stored energy stored over power loss. Okay. So this, we're just going to treat this thing as just a number that we solve for. We can plug in the rest of this. So 34 is equal to 2 pi. Our resonant frequency, this is our period, right? So our resonant frequency is 1 over that period, right? And then energy stored over power loss, right? That's our ratio. So literally, I'm going to go this divided by this, divided by this, divided by this in the parentheses, right? So 34 divided by 2 divided by pi, and then basically times 0.8, right? If you divide by 1 over it, right? And I'm getting that it's about 4.33. So our ratio of energy stored over power loss initially is, well, in general, is 4.33. And that's joules per watt, right? Well, a joule per watt, a watt is a joule per second, right? So a joule per second is just, what is that, seconds, or 4.33 seconds, has the same units, right? All right, so we did the first part there, right? And then what is the initial rate of power loss of the system? So we get this, it starts off with this mass, and it's got this amplitude, right? So our energy stored is just basically the total energy of the system. Right, so the energy stored is 1/2, our mass is 3.2, right? Our omega is 2 pi over 0.8, and that's squared, right? And then our x naught is 0.16, and that's squared, right? So this will be our initial energy stored, is 0.5 times. So what is the initial energy of the system? That's what we're figuring out. Okay, so 0.5 times 3.2 times parentheses 2 pi divided by 0.8 squared times 0.16 squared, 2.52 joules. That's our initial energy, right? So we got that. We've gotten this. Okay, and now we got to set up this whole thing, right? So Q is equal to 2 pi resonant frequency energy stored over power loss, right? Okay, so let's just set it up. Our Q is 34. That is 2 pi. Our resonant frequency is 1 over 0.8. Right, our energy stored is 2.5266, and our power loss, that's what we got to figure out. This is tricky, very tricky. Okay, so let's just plug in numbers here. 34. I guess I'm going to start. This is like higher math. It can't be solved, right? So 34 divided by 2 divided by pi. Times 0.8. I guess we've already done some of this. I get 4.33, right? And then I'm going to go this guy divided by that guy. So 2.52 divided by the 4.33. And I get that the power loss is 0.584, and that's going to be watts. Okay? All right.